everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you a plant update and all the new plants that I've gotten throughout the few months. For more planting videos, make sure to subscribe so you can keep updated on what I post. I'm definitely going to be posting plant updates and whenever I go shopping for new plants or my plant propagations and other fun videos when it comes to plants. And if you have a video request, then comment below. I would add it to my list. First, I'm going to start off with my favorite plant that I got, and it's the Monstera Album. So it's a variegated Monstera, and it hasn't had new growth yet, but it does have this leaf, and then it also has this leaf, and yeah, so I like to keep this plant next to the humidifier, and it really loves where it's at. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting it a moss pole so that the leaves can grow upward on it when it has new growth. And definitely going to keep all of you updated on the new leaves that this plant grows. I'm really excited to see the new leaf that it's going to be growing. Then I got a mature Adensonia La Niata. This one's, the leaves are large and it's mature, so it's not your standard Laniata, it's more it's a mature leaf, and I planted it in this biodegradable planter from Pretty and Green Plants. I really like these planters because they're made from cornstarch and they're sustainable. But yes, so far it has this leaf and it's definitely having new growth. It hasn't had any new growth yet, but definitely hopefully it'll have new growth within the next few months to see what other leaves it can grow. And yeah, I really like all the fenestrations on this leaf. It's really stunning. Then I got an Alocasia Goblet. The leaves actually are meant to turn really dark and black when they mature. So this is the color of this leaf. Then it has this leaf which turned that color, which you can see it's darker. I don't think this one's gonna make it because it's really droopy. However, I think it definitely can have new growth. From here I can already see it, it's like there. And this is the newest leaf. Like I said, the leaves are meant to turn black once they mature. So yeah, this one is dark, and I also think like the more high indirect lighting that they get from the windows, the darker that they're gonna get. So this one's gonna get darker because, like I said, it's the newest leaf. So as they mature and are near the windows, they're gonna get a darker color like this. Then I got a variegated Alocasia, and I'm really excited for this plant because it's one of my favorite plants. It's definitely in my top 7 plants. And I've had quite a few Alocasias in the past few years, ever since I started to shop for plants, and a lot of them didn't really make it. I underwatered because these plants, like, you have to water them in the perfect day, that way they always have new growth and thrive. And the plant that I used to have for the Alocasia, the recent one that I had lasted me a year, and I kept it in the mini greenhouse. I think it lived its lifespan already for that plant, and I decided to buy a new Alocasia. And I definitely recommend, if you're looking for a variegated Alocasia, definitely get the medium to large size. They definitely last longer, and if you water them in the perfect day and just check up on their soil every like 4 days, or like check up on their soil daily until you you feel comfortable with its watering schedule. So definitely recommend. And this is the variegation of this leaf. It's like one of the older leaves. This is the newest leaf that it grew, this variegation there, and then a really green leaf, and then this leaf, which is more creamy and rarely has any green. I really like the variegations on the variegated Alocasias. It's also important to remember that for variegated plants, the plants and the leaves, they thrive when they have a lot of green. So I definitely hope that the leaves that are going to be, the new growth on this plant is going to have a lot of green on the leaves, so that the plant can last months and thrive. Like this plant, it's only going to last like weeks, maybe a month, no more than that, because it rarely has green. So yeah. But I'm definitely excited to see the new growth on this plant, and my goal is to keep it thriving for more than a year. So yeah, I really would like to grow this Alocasia large, and I would love to see it thriving, and I would really like it for it to have a long lifespan. These variegated Alocasias are becoming more common, so you could probably find them in local plant shops. Yeah, and I definitely recommend having an Alocasia in your plant collection, whether it's variegated or not. Alocasia has a lot of different varieties. Then this is another Adensonia Laniata. This one is mature, not as mature as the recent Laniata that I showed you. This one does have a lot of fenestration. It's more mature than the standard Adensonia Laniata plant. And yeah, so these are some of the leaves that it has grown, and I have it growing on this bamboo stick, and I would definitely like to get this one also a moss pole so that it can keep on growing on there. And yeah, so this is like the newest leaf that it had. And for plants that like to trail upwards, definitely recommend a moss pole, because on moss poles they grow larger leaves. Like for this one, it's smaller than these. Yeah, and if you put them on moss poles, they're also going to be growing aerial roots, as you can see there. It's growing an aerial root, and yeah. So for this one, I plan to replant it like in June, and just plant it in somewhere else that's like a planter, not this container. This is a Pearls and Jay Pothos, and yeah, I put it in this container. I'm gonna replant it in June, and this is a few of the new growth that it has. Yeah, and it has these there also. I got a golden jewel plant, so this is how it looks like. The golden jewel. It has, it's really a quirky plant. You won't find a lot of plants that have those like gold detailing on it. The leaf is really soft and it's having new growth, and yeah. A Colocasia Milky Way. As you can see, it has like these exotic galaxy variegations, and that's the newest leaf that it had. And then it has this leaf and also this leaf. Actually, this is the newest leaf that it has. And then these leaves also. A Thigh Constellation Monstera. So this is this leaf, and then this leaf, and then this leaf. It hasn't had new growth yet. I can see it peaking on the stem. I really hope that it has amazing variegation. Definitely keeping all of you updated on this plant when it has new growth, and showing all of you the new leaf that it grows and everything. I'm really excited to see like the leaf that it's going to be getting once it grows. But yeah, like it has this creamy patch there, and then all the other variegation. This one's also like a galaxy variegation. It's really a really quirky plant. I have a hybrid plant. So this is an Anthurium crystallinum and forgetii. So those are the plants to make this hybrid. So this is a leaf, and this leaves are really velvety soft. And then this leaf, and then it also has the newest leaf, which is tiny. The leaves that Anthuriums grow when they first you know, like unfurl from the new leaves, they're tiny, but then they grow larger and larger and larger each day. So that's what I like about Anthuriums. So this is the new growth that it has. It's a tiny leaf, but it's definitely going to be growing. Then I'm going to share a few cactuses that I got. So basically I got this Joseph's Coat cactus. It's tiny. I really hope that it grows within the next year. I also got a Microdasis cactus, so you can see how the Microdasis looks like. It's really soft, and yeah. And it has a new growth, as you can see there. Then I got this Apunia Cactus. It has this pad and then some new growth there, and then I have another pad there so that it can branch. eventually. And yeah, so this is this plant. And then this is another Apunia Cactus, having new growth there. It hasn't really grown to its whole size, and it's, yeah, so this is how that looks like. So those were a few of the plants that I got throughout the month, and I really am excited to see all those plants have new growth and thrive in my plant collection. If you have similar plants or if you saw a favorite, I would love to hear it in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.